everybody, it's Michael Alder here from thelandflippingformula.com, covering some Q&A that had came in all about the land investing business. And Perry had asked if I could do a step-by-step breakdown of how to find a property, how to buy the property, how to flip the property, and do the contract both for seller financing and on a cash flip. So in this video, we're going to do a seller financing scenario, how we would do all this. And then I'll do a follow-up video about how to do the cash flip. Basically the same exact steps, just the contract and approach is slightly different. So first things first, and I'm going to fire right through this here, so stick with me. But let's say you have been studying Kern County, California, and you know what properties are getting listed for and what they're getting sold for. So in the middle of the desert, out in the middle of nowhere, these properties are being sold for about $3,000 for 2.5 acres. So you know that's where your numbers are at on your wholesale retail pricing. So we need to find some property cheaper than $3,200 or $3,000 so we can go ahead and make a profit on that. So basically what I like to do is reach out to other wholesalers in the industry, the big hitters that do large mailings, and then I will purchase their properties at a discount and I'll turn around and seller finance them. So I'm on LandPin now. We found one deal as a comparison just for this video here on Land Watch. Now I'm on LandPin. And you can see right here, we got 2.1 acres in Kern County for $650. So let's dive in a little bit deeper and see what is attached to this property here. So $650 for 2.1 acres, Kern County, California. We have all the great information about Kern County. This is a desert property as well, so it is comparable to the other one in my opinion. There is back taxes owed on this. So this $650 property is actually a $1,000 property. We're still ahead of the game at $1,000 on this. And you could always make offers to these wholesalers as well. Taxes annually, after you clean up that $400 mess, is $27 a year. That's great for marketing. There's no doc fee. I love that. I hate deals with doc fees. That's just me. So find a property that is $1,000 all in. Let's say we don't even make a counter offer on this. We buy this for $1,000. We know the wholesale retail price is $3,000 on these. But let's say we don't even have money to market this. So we take our $1,000, we buy this, we clean up the taxes, and I could actually show a couple even deeper strategies on how to profit. But let's say we have $1,000 to our name. We buy the property. We clean up the taxes. Now we have a deal that's worth $3,000 that we're all in for $1,000. So how do we unload this thing? Next, we're going to go to sites like Craigslist, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere we can promote for free. And we are going to blast this thing everywhere, just posting ads. And just because it's in Kern County, California, doesn't mean we are only marketing in California. You can market in Cleveland. You can market in Florida. You can market this in Texas. People buy land anywhere. It doesn't have to be in their backyard. So, and that's what's great about land. You're not marketing to somebody that lives there. You're marketing to somebody that wants to own property there. So you're going to blast this property on all the free platforms, just assuming you don't have any money to do pay-per-click or Land Watch or Land and Farm or any of those other sites. And some hungry buyer is going to call you and say, hey, I saw that property on there. Now, in this case, we are going to list it as a seller finance deal. Let's say we just keep things simple. We're going to do $100 down, $50 a month for 48 months. So every year you're going to get $600 back on this property. So it's going to take you 2 years to become profitable, but the return is going to be insane on this. So $100 down, $50 a month. Like I said, I'm doing that just as simple math and as a fast sale and to get things done. Now, someone's going to reach out to you and say, I love the property. I want to buy it. How do you get your money? Well, you're not supposed to use PayPal. Just as a heads up, PayPal doesn't like real estate deals, but a lot of people do that. You could do snail mail. I don't like that. That would be my absolute last resort there. You could set up an account with MoonClerk through Stripe. A lot of people use that. You could have them wire the money to your account. There's a number of different ways. You could Western Union the deposit. Whatever the case may be, we're talking about $150 for the buyer to get into this particular seller finance deal. So whatever you do to get your money, once you have a deposit, don't waste your time until you have a deposit. You're going to go ahead and fill out your purchase agreement. So this is a seller finance agreement, and always have your contracts reviewed by an attorney to make sure they are legal in your area. This is just for entertainment purposes only. So in this particular seller finance contract template here, for the description, we're going to put 2.1 acres, Kern County, California. Legal description, whatever the legal description was for the property, we're going to go ahead and put that there. And then the parcel number goes right here. You could also add GPS coordinates if you want to. I personally don't, but if you want to have that on file as well, that's kind of a cool perk. So keep that in mind. Next, your price, you're going right here, you're going to put $100 down, $50 a month for 48 months. Payment schedule. Let's say we received the payment today. It's the 16th, I believe. So we're going to say down payment plus first payment was received on 1/16/19. Down here, you put next payment is due 2/16/19 and will be paid monthly until such time as all payments have been satisfied. Prepayment, buyer can prepay at any time without penalties. Yeah, anytime someone wants to throw you some more money ahead of the game and you can put that to work again, absolutely take it. Don't penalize them for that. That's crazy. Like I said, in this one here, PayPal is listed, but PayPal does not like you doing that. So avoid it. Moon Clerk is a great follow-up option for that. Next, for late fees. Buyer agrees to make the payment no later than the 16th of every month with the understanding that the late fee of $25 will be added to the monthly payment if said payment is not received by me personally. I give 5 days. And then in all reality, if you've done business with me, you know I don't even mess around with late fees. But that's just me. It's good to have it in a contract to cover your butt anyway. But after 5 days, you do have the right to slap them with a $25 late fee. That's fine. But like I said, me personally, I don't sweat it. I'm pretty laid back about stuff. This is where you as the seller would need to initial the page. This is where your buyer's going to initial the page. Next, if buyer falls behind more than, now what I do here, most people in the industry give 60 days. So 60 days would be $100 in this scenario. I would put $150. I give 90 days to all my buyers just to keep things. I like to give people a fair shake. You know, stuff happens in life. People fall behind. They don't want to lose their property. They just need a little buffer. So I give 90 days. And then in here, it also says that, you know, this can include late fees and all that. Once again, I don't penalize people for that, but have it in your contract to cover your butt. So if you were doing this deal with me, it would say $150 in here. And that means after 90 days, if you don't respond, you don't make out a plan to become current, I take the property back and I resell it. Upon final payment, when entire purchase price and any other fees have been paid in full, seller will transfer the property special warranty deed. And actually, you can edit this. If you buy on a quitclaim deed, you want to change that to quitclaim deed. If you buy on a warranty deed, you want to put warranty deed. However you buy the property is how you're going to flip it to the new buyer. Insurance, you have that clause in there for sure. Now, for taxes. In this particular scenario, we hypothetically paid the taxes current. So you would just say buyer would be responsible for property taxes for 2019 and beyond. Now, you may know that we flip some tax delinquent properties that will seller finance, and we just put in here all taxes, current, back, and forward. So that way we cover our butt. They know they have to pay all the taxes on the property. But in this scenario, you would just put 2019 and beyond. Bunch of blah, 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 due diligence type stuff. Seller, this is where you would initial here. Buyer initials here. By the way, I'm using DocuSign right here. It is a great tool that you can use. That way, when I'm traveling, I don't have scanners and things like that. So I can just pull up this template and I fill in all the blanks through DocuSign. I think I pay like $300 a year for DocuSign, but it helps keep me super organized because I'm a totally disorganized dude. So keep that in mind. It's well worth the investment to keep yourself on track. Now, this is all the information that your buyer has to fill out here. That way you can contact them. Everything's good. Here's your information that you sign off on this as well. You date it and everything's on the up and up. Boom. Everything's good to go. You collect your money every 30 days. And that is how you do a simple seller finance flip. Now, I'm sure there's going to be tons of questions because I ran right through this with the quickness. If you have questions, please comment below this video. I will create follow-up videos answering each one of your questions. If you are interested in going into the land investing business, go ahead and check out the landflippingformula.com. Links will be below the video. And if you want great wholesale deals, properties as low as $25 a month, check out rawlandinvestments.com. A link will be below the video as well for that. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.